Hey Knights, and welcome back to Legion of Knights Gaming. I'm Gestol. I'm here to. I'm going to be talking about freight in Star Citizen. Um, Basically, kind of comparing it to like freight, like if you're running freight in real life. A lot of people come into Star Citizen, they get a ship, and they think that they're going to take the ship and just make millions of UEC. Uh, and that's not going to. And UEC is the currency in Star Citizen. United Earth credits. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But you're not going to come in here with a small ship and make a whole lot of UEC. This is Aurora. It's kind of a starter ship, as you can see. That right there, that little clamp or whatever, that's cargo. That's where your cargo space will be. It's going to be external cargo. So it's going to be exposed to the elements. So you could get damaged. Pirates could attack you. Whatever. Many things could happen. So that's the problem with having external cargo. They could steal it off of you or whatever. But you're not going to make. This is like comparing this. It's like basically having your car and you're going to work for the UPS, or let's say you're going to be your own carrier. You go and pick up a box and throw it in your trunk or your back seat. You're not going to make a lot of money. So don't, it's probably best to like work for someone or whatnot. But I mean, if you like it, do your own thing. The next one coming up, this is a Titan Renegade. It has a little bit more cargo space than an Aurora, and the Titan, Aegis Titan, is a starter package as well. Not the Renegade, but the regular Titan. But again, this is like having a little pickup truck, and you go somewhere and you just kind of fill up the bed of your pickup truck. You're gonna make more than an Aurora, but not much more. You're not going to be rich, and that's the thing. I don't think everybody's meant to be rich in Star Citizen. If that's the case, then the people who are really hard in the game, who dedicate the time, they're going to be pretty upset because if everybody can be rich, that breaks the economy. Not everyone is meant to be rich. It's just not meant. Even in a video game, even in Star Citizen. Because this is going to be like an ultra sim. You're not meant to be rich. So don't come in here and getting a small ship, start a ship, and thinking that you are going to make all this UEC, because it's not going to happen. And when I'm comparing this, I'm comparing to like future gameplay. If you're running illegal cargo, you might make pretty good money. But other than that, I don't think that you're going to make a whole lot, because you're not. But it's a good little ship. It's a nice little ship. You'll be living load to load. That's pretty much what you'll be doing. You got to also remember, with here, you won't have crew. You'll just have yourself. This is a one-man ship, so you won't have to pay anybody else. You'll have to do everything yourself, or I guess you can land and pay the AI to unload you, but that's about it. This is a consolidated Outlands Nomad. This is like a mid-sized truck. It actually has a bed to it. Pretty cool. This would be like, again, like getting in the F-150 or and loading the bed up and doing runs with it. You'll survive definitely, but you're not going to be rich. These are all the first three: the Aurora, the Titan, and this one is one-man ships. So you basically run this just by yourself. So that's a plus. So you won't have to split the profit with anyone, with single-seater ships. But it's a gorgeous ship. I love it. I don't really like the hover landing gear. It makes me wonder, what if the power cuts off? What if you lose power? Are you gonna just you're gonna be on the landing gear anyways, regardless. It's pretty cool how this comes down. Got a little ramp and everything. You could actually, I kind of see this as like one of them F-150s going down the road with a 4x4, you know, in the back of it. You're going mud riding. Yeah, so that's what I see this. Again, I don't see it making a whole lot of money. It's not meant to. Even if you own a fleet of these, I don't think you'd make a whole lot of money with them. But, you know, it would make you money enough to get stuff, especially if you don't plan on being real rich in Star Citizen. This right here is a freelancer. I would say, you know, comparing this, be like a hotshot driver. You know, I mean, I've never done any of these things, so I've never been a hotshot driver or anything like that. I've kind of Googled it, kind of saw, you know, the amount they make, and this is just kind of my comparison to anyone who's wondering. So anyone who don't know what a hotshot driver is someone who has like a, you know, they're in like a F-250 or something, and they've got a trailer that they tow behind them that, you know, normally they haul cars or little pipes or whatever on a trailer in the back. You know, you can make decent money, especially if you own a fleet. So if you own a fleet of freelancers, you can make pretty good money. But this is a crew of 4, so you got to remember you're going to be splitting the profit between 3 other people if you own this ship. So you got to remember that you're going to have to pay for insurance, you're going to have to pay for fuel cost, any ammo that you have to use, like maybe if some pirates come up, you have to defend your ship, you have to, you know, pay for that. You have to pay for any damages to your ship, and then you have to split the profit between you and your, you know, the people who are working for you. I mean, you don't, you know, have to split it, you know, exactly. Obviously, you being the owner of the ship, you're going to be making more than they will, but you know, they might make more than if they owned Aurora. They'd make more working for you than if they owned Aurora, probably running freight. This right here is a separate cargo room. I don't understand why this cargo room is separated from the other cargo room. I guess maybe you want to put your like fragile goods here, or maybe you would want to put like your more important goods there. I don't know. Put in the comments below if you know why that room would even be split up from the cargo room. I don't know, but it's got a good amount of cargo space here. It really does. Beautiful ship too. The freelancers, I've always loved the freelancers. Their view is not the best out the cab or the cockpit, but yeah. This right here coming up is a Caterpillar. The Caterpillar is awesome. This is like your 18-wheeler of Star Citizen, except I would say it's more like your how many legs was that? I think it's got like 12 legs or something like that. Yeah, I think it's got 12 legs. So this would be your 12-legger of Star Citizen. That modular right there, it has its own engines because it can actually detach. Right now it can't. In the future it's supposed to. So again, it's more like an 18-wheeler because you can kind of detach the tractor off of the trailer, except the trailer on here is to your right instead of behind you. So yeah, but you can you know, obviously if you're working for someone, you're not going to make, you know, you're going to be living, I guess, quote, paycheck to paycheck. But excuse me, didn't mean to burp in the mic. But if you own one of these and you're doing freight, you know, you're going to be wealthy. You're not going to be extremely rich, but you'll be wealthy in Star Citizen. And and then if you own a fleet of Caterpillars, you'll be making pretty good money, And so that could possibly, this is where you actually start making real good money. The smaller ships, you're not going to make that much money on. It's not going to happen. So again, don't come in thinking that you're going to get a starter ship, $45 starter ship, or $20 starter ship, or whatever, or the ship that comes with a package, $45 package. You're not going to make a lot of money. It's not going to happen. This right here is an elevator. It actually comes down in the future. Again, it don't come down right now, but it's planned to come down in the future. You'll be able to load your boxes on it. It'll go back up, because you will have to, the cargo is going to be physicalized. So that means that you will have to load and unload your cargo, or you can pay the AI to load and unload your cargo, and that's going to take time. So what you can do is pay the AI. You can go to your favorite bar in Star Citizen. Let's say you land at Area 18, you go to your favorite bar there, and you meet up with some friends, and you play some pool, and you talk about your adventures in Star Citizen, and talk about destroying some pirates that were trying to attack you or steal your cargo or whatever. And then you come back, and or they come over and they send you a like a message on your comms saying that, hey, your ship's unloaded, or your ship's loaded, you're ready to go. So that'll be really cool. But other than that, you will have to, if you want to do it faster, you and your buddies, because I think the Caterpillar's like a 4 or 5 man ship, you and your buddies will have to unload it or load it yourself if you don't do it, which might be quicker. You'll have the Gray Cat multi-tool. So the Gray Cat multi-tool will help you out a lot. It's like it'll have like a tractor beam attachment to it. So you'll be able to load cargo that way. Or maybe even, because they're adding dollies, they're adding trolleys, maybe even little pallet jacks or whatever, that you'll be able to unload your cargo or load your cargo. So like if your cargo was on this little lip over here, you'd be able to load it off. This right here is a C2 Hercules. I would compare this to like a container ship. You're gonna make real good money with this ship. This thing is absolutely massive. It can hold like 2 or 3 Nova tanks. Look at the cargo on that. Look how big it is. This will be basically like owning a cargo ship. So you're gonna make good money off of that. This right here is a whole E. I would compare this to owning a train. Okay. Look at the Freelancer. The Freelancer is so much smaller than the whole E. But all that little squares, those are cargo. That's all cargo. It's external cargo, but it's cargo. But that right there will make you a lot of money in the future of Star Citizen. But that's your train. But I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you staying and checking this out. And I hope you like it. And if so, just give it a thumbs up and give it a like. Thank you. Y'all have a good one.